And now, the star of the show, Jordan Rogozinski.
The Winnipeg Jets team didn't deserve to make the playoffs. If you watch this week, you know exactly why.
Because this team has been the same all season. One game they look like contenders, the next they look completely lost. Just look at this week. You beat Seattle 6-2. Power play looks elite. You grind out a win against St. Louis. Looks like a playoff team. Then you get blown out 7-1 by Philly, and everything falls apart. Then another blowout against Vegas. Golden Knights 6-2 to officially be eliminated from making the NHL playoff. That's not a playoff team. That's inconsistency, and that's the real reason they didn't deserve to make it. So let me ask you this. Did this team fail this season, or were they never as good as we thought?
They were never as good as we thought. I can obviously tell that we were old because when we traded away Logan Stanley and Luke Shen, which I think was a good trade, by the way, to get some youth in this lineup. We were faster. Obviously, it didn't translate, but we were 11 points out at one point, and we only finished not too far out.
You got to win games earlier in the year. You can't. They had to start winning in January to have a chance.
Yeah.
Winning in March, they didn't really have a chance. And I mean, when you, as I said before, when you're in last place and you lose, 11, 12 in a row, you don't deserve to make the playoffs. I hope the last home game they play the young guys. Yeah. Now we'll get into the big picture segment. Now the playoffs are out of the picture. We need to stop looking game to game and start asking the real questions about this team. How did the team go from finishing first last year to missing the playoff this year?
I was management not replacing Nikolai Ehlers. He was an injured player. I do admit that I was in the camp wanting to get rid of him. But you can't replace his production in the lineup.
I mean, Carolina, he actually had a career year this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big loss. People don't realize. I mean, he was hurt a lot, but when he was in the lineup, he was very effective. So, my next question is: inconsistency the biggest issue, or was there a deeper problem with this roster?
Deeper. We were banking on Jonathan Tage, Nyquist, and Tanner Pearson to replace Nikolai Ehlers.
Yeah, I never understood that philosophy, bringing in older veterans to replace a younger Nikolai Ehlers. We definitely need to get younger and have more youth this offseason for sure. We do have to start getting rid of some of these older veterans and get some younger guys in there. But the key thing is when it comes, you got to be a 4-line team to compete in this NHL. You can't be top heavy. You got to have four lineup. At what point do you stop blaming bad games and start questioning the core of this team?
I think now, like you question, like, because Mark Scheifele had a career year, Kyle Connor had a career year, Gabriel Bellardi had a career year, and we still missed the playoffs.
The one thing I would say is Hellbuck was off this year. I don't know if it was his injury or if he just wasn't feeling it this year.
Nico probably didn't help him. He should have got that fixed in the summer.
I will get into some off-season questions. Is this team one move away, or are we talking about major changes this offseason?
Well, like you said, Dewey, I think there will be a trade. I think there has to be a trade to either bring more scoring in this lineup or second line center. Yeah.
Do you run it back with this core, or is it time to seriously consider changing it?
But who would you change though?
It's kind of, I've never understood that saying out there. Like, I think this core kind of locked in, but eventually, I mean, you got to start replacing some of these 32, 33-year-old guys with some 26, 27-year-old guys. You got to start getting younger. I think in the bottom of the lineup for sure. Like Brad Lambert, he needs to be in the NHL next year. And that Elias Salmonson, he needs to be in the NHL. Even Chiberkov and maybe Yager. Like, you got to start giving some of these young guys some chances to see what they have, And I hope in the last game this week, I hope they play them. Because it would be nice to just see one game, but I wish they would have gave up earlier and maybe played them earlier, but the Jets don't operate like that. How much did lack of depth actually hurt them this season?
It hurt them bad. Looking at this roster on paper, I knew it wasn't good enough. Regardless of what people say, last year was a lucky year, in my opinion. We didn't really deserve the President Trophy, and this year proved it.
How much pressure is on this front office to make changes?
I would say a lot. I would say on the amateur scouting, because we will get a good pick, even though we started winning.
Yeah, we'll probably get like 9th or 10th, I would say.
They're saying even 6 now, where the ball's full.
Now we'll get into the debate segment. Did this team fail this season, or were they never as good as we thought?
They were never as good. That's on Chevrolet. That's on O'Neill for not getting the guys ready to go for games. How do you say in the last 2 games of your year, oh, that's on me for not getting them ready? Like, what?
Is this the most disappointing Jets season in recent years?
It could be the 4th disappointing year in the 2.0 era. Plenty 12 would be the first one, and Plenty 14 would be the second one.
Was this season a failure, or was last season the fluke?
Last season was the fluke.
Did this front office fail this team?
Yeah, it did. It did by not replacing Nikolai Ehlers.
Can this core actually win, or have we already seen their ceiling?
Yes.
Yes, I think I agree. Are the Jets closer to contending or closer to needing a rebuild?
Rebuild coming. Fans don't like hearing that word. Eventually, it has to come. Eventually, a rebuild coming. I don't think this year, but in the next 10 years, yeah.
Because if you're a Jets fan right now, you can't tell me there aren't serious questions about this team.
Well, thanks, folks, for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.